Here we go, part 2 of your Citizens of the World project. This one will be focusing on geography. Okay, now think back to the beginning of the year when we did our geography unit. Think of those things we talked about. Think about physical features. Think about natural resources. Think about the climate. Now, if you don't remember what physical features were, that was like the delta, rivers, streams, prairies, grasslands, mountains, valleys, deserts, natural resources, wood, water, food, minerals. Climate was temperature. Was it a dry or wet climate? Did it rain a lot, not rain a lot? Okay, so think back to that. Also think back to our discussion about the founding of St. Charles. Where was St. Charles founded? Why was it founded there? What were the natural resources of St. Charles, the physical features, the climate? And where did the people move first? That'll really help you with this section of the project, okay? So let's go to the slides now. This first slide, you'll notice, looks very similar to the slides you did for the first slide for the part 1, okay? This one, though, has the suggested dates that you start today, Monday, April 13th, and you wrap it up Thursday, April 16th, okay? When you get down below, and we'll talk about them, if you do the slides that you need to do work on, there's only 4 of them. If you do 1 a day, very manageable. You'll get this done, no problem, no time whatsoever. But as always, if you have any questions, email, request a video chat. And then we'll talk about the help session that we're going to have at the end of this video. Also, if you have questions, make sure you read every slide before you complete it. Make sure that if you have a question, it's not already answered on the slide. If the slide doesn't make sense, please reach out to me, okay? The second slide is the due dates. Okay, they're all listed there. Today's project, part 2, the due dates, the suggested due dates are highlighted there in black, starting today, Monday, April 13th, and completing Thursday, April 16th. Okay, again, if you do 1 slide a week, 1 slide a day, not a week, 1 slide a day, you should handle this no problem. You can do as many as you want a day. That's up to you. But if you do 1 a day, you're going to be in good shape. Okay. Now, this next slide is a new slide. This slide is the slide that you're going to use to do all your research. It will be the same on parts 2, 3, 4, and 5, the 4 parts that you do research on. Use the links that are here. Okay, each one has its username or password, tells you how to log on. If you want to use pictures here. So this is the slide you're going to use to do the research from. These are the sources. We're not asking you to cite your sources because we know you're going to use these 3 sources. If you were to go away from these 3 sources, we'd ask you to cite those sources, but we don't want you to be stressing about that. As long as you stick to these 3 sources, you'll be good. Next slide, you'll have your rubric. Now, please be sure to read this rubric carefully, okay? We have an understanding section, a questioning section, and your notes section. Each of the slides that are required will be 1 point that you complete them. If you don't complete them, they'll be 0 points. You have 3 required slides. I know I said there are 4 slides. The 4 slides optional, we're going to get to that. 3 required slides. Each one is either 1 point or no points, okay? So this is worth a total of 9 points. This part is worth a total of 9 points. When you finish all the slides, be sure to turn them in, and you will get as many points as you earn. Okay, so that's this. If you have any questions on this rubric, again, email or request a video chat. Okay, so the next 3 slides are your research questions. Slide 1, what is the climate? And what is the evidence of human-environment interaction? Again, think back to that unit, okay? How do humans have an impact on the geography and the environment of your country? Or how does the environment impact the people who are living in your country? That's this question. So that will be the first slide you actually have to fill out. Just write your answers right on this slide. The next slide is, where's your country located? Include a map if you could. Put a picture of a map. You can make it small, but I just want to make sure you know it's located. What continent is it on? Okay. Is it northern, southern hemisphere? Anything that you can help us understand where your country is located. What are the major landforms of your country? What are the major bodies of water? Now, I don't mean oceans and bays. Those are included. But what about major rivers? Maybe there's a lake or something that's big. So oceans, bays, lakes, rivers. What are the major cities in your country? List those on this slide here. Any questions? Email, request a video chat. Now, the last slide that we're requiring you to do is to come up with 2 questions that you think we should know about the geography of your country, and then put the answers of those questions here. What did we miss? What do you think would be interesting? Does your country have a high mountain? Does it have a low point? What are those things that you think? Give me 2 things that you think we still need to know that we didn't answer in the previous 2 slides. Now, if you want to go further, we have a little enrichment part here for you. It's a kind of an extension question. If you want to add to your country and add the information you're going to be sharing at the end, here are some things that are not required, okay? But they're interesting things to answer, like, where are those cities located? What are the geographic features around those cities? Why do you think those cities are located around those geographical features? And how has the geography affected the growth of your country? Again, these are just optional questions, but if you want to dig deeper into your country, find out more information about the geography of it, here's stuff that you can do just to go a little deeper, make your presentation at the end a little richer with some more information, okay? Once you've completed these 4 slides, turn it in. Okay, so turn it in when you've completed these 4 slides that you have to do. Okay, the suggested completion date is Thursday, April 16th. If you finish this after April 16th, please email me so I can make sure you get the points that you earned and put the points instead of the I in hack. I have to put the I in hack just so that this the school, has a record of work completion over this extended leave thing. All right. It doesn't affect your grade unless you don't do anything at all. Then there's going to be an effect and you might have to do something later. But if you finish this part after Thursday, make sure I know about it and I can give you the points. Also, make sure you turn it in when you're done. If you don't turn it in, I can't give you those points. All right. Again, any questions, email me or request a video chat. Now, something new. Every Wednesday, the social studies teachers, all 6th grade social studies teachers, will be hosting help sessions. Okay, you'll probably have 2 each time, 2 teachers each time. They'll be every Wednesday from 9:30 to 11. They'll be on a Zoom, and I will email you that information Tuesday night. It will be in an email. I will also put it in the feed or the stream of your Google Classroom, but you'll get all that other links and stuff in an email. You don't have to participate if you don't want to. It's not required. But if you have questions and you want immediate face-to-face help that you maybe didn't get in an email or in a video chat, that is a wonderful time to do it. All 6th graders are invited to that. Okay? So here's part 2, working on geography. Any questions, email, video chat, go to that help session. I hope everybody's well, stay as amazing as you are, and have a wonderful week.